Queen coming in with another video. This video is specific for divine feminines and divine masculines, twin flames who are currently in separation and or twin flames that have decided to move on with a karmic and or get married to someone else. So before we start the reading, Spirit, thank you so much for this opportunity to complete this reading for the collective, for divine feminines and divine masculines, twin flames. May it be guided by your love and light. Surround us all, surround me with your golden divine energy. Only the most pure, positive, highest essence and light is allowed in this reading space today. Teachers, angels, spirit guides, masters, ascended masters, archangels, thank you all for coming. I intend accurate, open, clear lines of communication. Amen. Now, if this is your first reading you're ever looking at on my channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe and press the like button. And please share my videos because they help us to grow the family. And while I'm grabbing the cards, if you would like a personal reading, feel free to look at the description box below and follow the prompts there. Before we grab the cards, we're going to say our preliminary messages. So before I started this, oddly enough, I began it right at 10:10. You guys see this? And 10:10 is a synchronicity. And what the spirit guides were saying right before my meditation was, they're telling you, you can trust me. So trust us with all your heart because I promise I will never break it. It's beautiful. So this is for my divine feminines who are the teachers / chasers, and your divine masculine as the runner. These are his messages to you on tonight. I wanted to marry you, but I was scared. Too scared of your life. Too scared of our union. You saw too much into me. I'm a lower vibrational person in comparison to you. I have so much evil in me. I have so much muck. I wasn't ready and willing to move. Now, when I say evil, you guys, the way that spirit gives me pictures, I could literally see this man's face. And it was one that was distorted. So that means he has so much gunk in him to remove. And it's evil to you being in the light, because light and darkness can't dwell in the same spot and in the same place. Does that make sense? I could see this divine masculine in tears, and he's saying, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I disappointed you. But even with all that, he's saying, I will forever love you. I was afraid to swim in your deep waters. I wanted to offer you a ring. I wanted to give you everything. Now, before I move forward, Spirit is telling me to tell masculines that might be watching this video that are the chasers. This also applies to you. So if you are a chaser and you are watching this video, you are here for a purpose, male or female. Okay. Your divine masculine is saying, your light shines rainbows and bright skies. Mines are clouds and darkness. How could you even want me? Let me reread that, you guys, so you guys can visualize it. He's saying to you, he sees I almost saw spirit put a divide there on your side of the screen, your side of the sky. All I saw was clouds, a rainbow, bright skies. And on his side, it was clouds and darkness. Have you ever seen like a clouded, foggy sky, but with darkness? That's how his came up. And actually, it's downplaying a bit. For fog, you can almost see through. There was black on his side. And he's saying, with everything that I have in me, how could you even want me? He also wants you to know that he thinks about you every night. And Spirit showed me him in complete darkness, meaning that there were no lights on in his house. He literally cannot see without you. And he's saying that I ran because I knew I would only hurt you if I stayed around. And I love you too much to hurt you. I can't stand hurting you. And he's saying that his arrogance gets in the betterment of him, because when it comes to a masculine that is insecure, he tends to show you, it's like he overexerts with confidence. Being overtly confident, all that is insecurity turned inside out. A person who tries to up themselves, make themselves feel better about themselves by talking about other people or be in competition with you, try to upstage you, runners tend to do. So you'll find that, like on social media, if you post a picture of you happy, they want to post a picture of them happy, or if you're in a relationship because you're moving on with your life, they're like, you know what, I'm gonna get in a relationship and I'm gonna do it 10 times better. I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna marry somebody else for real. What I'm saying with all of that is some twins that are low vibrational are willing to go so far to hurt you because of their hurt. And that's in essence why they stay away. And he was saying, he wanted us to make this house a home. He wanted you guys to have a home together. The big old question is, why don't I act? If I feel all these feelings for you so strongly, why don't I act? And the answer is, because I don't feel good enough. Those are your preliminary messages, divine feminines and chasers in general for my gentlemen. All right. Spirit, what are the messages you have for the divine feminine and divine masculine who are currently not in communication, who are separation, or for twins who have moved on with their lives with other mates, karmics? Please give direction. Thank you. The divine masculine who has moved on and married a karmic, he's not coming back around right now. Maybe not even in this lifetime. And let me tell you why. Before you get upset here. He's saying, I'm not coming back around here because I have some lessons that I need to learn through this woman. I chose her because she's low vibrational in comparison to you. She can't stand up to you. You are not an accessory. She is. I can control her. She makes me feel better about my ignorance. She makes me feel okay about the darkness in my life here. You are my light. I gave up my light because I'm not ready to do my work. It's imperative for you to accept, to get into a stage of acceptance, to understand and move on and move forward so you're not stuck like I am. If we want to see change in this lifetime, we both can't stay here. You need to show me your power by standing in your power and having this control here. Understanding that you're the divine feminine. You are worthy. You are a queen. You don't need me, but you can want me. Right? And let me flip this around for you guys to really look at this. Women, look at this woman. This is what this man sees when he looks at you. A powerful divine feminine. A woman that stands in her power, knows her worth, knows where she's going. And you know what he is? Somebody who hasn't figured it out. But Spirit is, oh my God, I never saw this. This in eternity here. It's with this card, Spirit is saying, and your divine masculine is saying, I am forever going to be yours. I don't care what I'm doing. Even in my darkness, even in my choosing this darkness, I understand, to just understand that I know you're the one. You are the one. And somebody wants to cry because I'm getting emotional myself. You're the one. You're the one, but you see so much into me. It scares the bejesus out of me. Your power here scares me. Your godliness, your goddessness, it scares me. And men want to look a certain way in a woman's eyes that they love. And if they can't look that way, they rather walk away. You know what I'm doing, divine feminine? I am looking at all these things that are going wrong in my life. And I have taken my heart out, even though I'm with somebody, I don't love her. I've taken my heart out and I placed it on this shelf along with all of the pain and corruption and nastiness and filth that is currently in my life. And I am dressed well here. And I'm making the world believe that I'm fine, that I am dapper, that I am the man. When actuality, these gems, that I've placed and compartmentalized and have set at the top, that I know has the most value, I've not forgotten that you shine the light on my life even without being in it. But I'm too busy looking at all the loss and the damage. And I'm afraid that if I let you in and if I take this off this ledge, my number one, if I take you off of there, what's going to happen is you're going to turn into these things down here. And I'm going to give you my heart and you're going to break it. These blue flowers and these pink flowers signify our love. Wow. They signify our union. But we're currently separated on the sides of my heart. I needed to separate from you. I need to compartmentalize you. Here's blue signifies the divine masculine, pink signifies the divine feminine. And trust me when I say you are forever in my heart, divine feminine, but I have separated it and I have taken it out. And I'm trying to push it down. I live in this smoke and in this fog, and every night I think of you because you're still at the heart of my life, at the top of my life. But I choose not to feel, and I choose to focus on everything that is not good, because I don't know how to look at anything else since this has been my life in this lifetime, and I'm scared to make progress. Well, what's your answer to that, divine feminine? My answer to that, you know what, sir? I'm about to start doing me. I'm going to get numb to the bull. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to stand strong here. Yeah, it hurts. I'm not going to lie. Do I think about you? Yes, but I'm about to jet set. I'm about to do me. I'm about to focus on me and make me the best version of myself. Spirit is giving me with the Page of Cups. She's dressed like the fool. She's like, I feel like a clown because I gave you so much of my time. I thought that you would do your work in this time, and you left me looking like a fool. But it's all right. I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it the most fashionable thing I ever wore in my life, and I'm going to live my life. And yeah, I'm going to have some sleepless nights sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to cry. Yeah, I'm going to think about you, but you ain't going to never know it, because the difference is I'm no longer chasing you, sir. I'm teaching myself to stand in my power. I'm teaching myself that I'm worthy, and somebody's going to want me. And I'm standing in acceptance here. This is the level you need to get to. The more time that goes by, the less you'll give it energy. You'll feel him thinking about you. Don't get me wrong. Whenever he crosses your mind, or your twin crosses your mind, believe me when I say they're thinking about you. That's why you're thinking about them. You're telepathically communicating here. And Spirit is bringing back here the waters, because I don't know if I said it earlier, but he was too afraid, or she was too afraid to swim in your deep waters here. Somebody, Spirit just gave me this because it's happening right now, this moment. You're having migraines, or you're having headaches, or both. Thinking about this situation, thinking about why it didn't work, or thinking why he's in a relationship with somebody else right now in this time of separation. And let me help you understand something about separation, you guys. The separation even really exists. Because if you understand the depths of what a twin is, understand that you are one soul divided. You're one soul in two different bodies, but you're always with one another because you're the same person. It's brilliant if you really think how deep it goes. When you come into union with yourself, high vibrational self, you don't need him to do that. You want him with you, but you don't need him to do that. And if he can't do his work, your high vibrational self cannot be with his low vibrational self, because all he'll do is continue to tear you apart if you stay in it, okay? So take this clownery off of you and start living your best life. It's okay to think about him, but it's not okay to chase somebody who doesn't want to be chased, who's not making an effort because of their fear. And it's nothing else than that. Don't you feel less than, woman. Don't you ask yourself, why wasn't I good enough? Don't do that, because you were too good. You were too good for him, not the other way around. You in the past were even on guard whenever you guys would come out of separation, because it's like, oh, I know I gotta be prepared. I'm gonna hand my love to you, but I'm waiting for the fight. So I got my armor up here. I got my sword waiting to go to bat with you. I don't feel like I should have to do that. But me, as the goddess that I am, I have to protect me. And this is a problem. This is where the cycles are. When you're having that back and forth, when you don't know what the end is going to be, when you don't know when he's going to act a fool again, or she. When you get past this part, this is now over. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. These kind of cycles are over. You're like, I've had enough. I'm not coming to you on guard anymore. So I'm dropping my weaponry, and I'm just not fighting anymore for this. I can't. Because I might die if I do. Twins don't understand the level of grief they can cause you. The runners, they don't. They really don't understand the level of pain they cause, because hurt people hurt people. So you know what you're doing, woman? You know what you're doing, woman or man, here? You're standing through the storm. You need to be able to see past this and pass yourself and armor up and stand in your power here, Divine Feminine. You are a powerful woman and you can face anything and anyone. You are equipped here. You are a woman of vision. Put your armor on your back and take your light with you and take your league with you, your angels, spirit, your guides, and be determined. You see her determination in her face? And look at this. Oh my God, this Holy Spirit had me do that. Look at the blue and the pink. What did I just say? You're always in union. Always. He has put you on a shelf and you have put him in your mind because he's always communicating with you that way. Wow, that's beautiful. Some of you guys are readers or will be readers here, and you'll be able to tap into his energy if you can detach yourself enough. And that's a hard thing to do. It's not easy. These dark nights that you've had, tears you've cried, the missing, you're putting that behind you here. You're putting it behind you. Now, you haven't completed it yet, but you're putting it behind you. You're walking away for now. Because why? Because you've had, this has driven you crazy in the past. Ooh, it's driven you crazy in the past. Let me tell you. I think I gave a little bit of context to it in one of my twin flame videos, but twins can make you so crazy to the point. Make you feel crazy to the point where you want to check out of here. I'm just going to call it what it is. Like, why I want to live without this person, because this person completes me. And that may sound crazy to the average person, for both person that has to live this, survive this, experience this. We know, honey, we know. You go in feeling unequipped for this. Ain't nothing can prepare you for this, because the thing about it is, let me tell you guys the stages of this relationship really quickly here. In the beginning, everything is all good, right? You come in there for, I think it's like usually the first 3-4 months, it's like this guy or this woman feels like home. Everything is perfect. And one day, all of a sudden, it's over for no reason. They disappear. That's when the chaser and the runner dynamic starts. You start to chase them. And you never give up. And they all of a sudden just move on with somebody else, and you don't understand it. And they're playing it off. And then they come back around. This is where the cycle starts. And they tell you, I was too afraid. You scared me. I've never experienced anything like that. And I was falling in love with you, and you're messing up my rhythm. And, you know, they come in. Twins always come in during a time where you literally probably are in the most vulnerable state, or you're in a bad relationship. For those of you guys who watched my last video with Queen Naja and Clarence NYC about, you know, Queen leaving and all that, that I mentioned that they may be twins, because her and Chris's relationship were falling apart. Their relationship was falling apart, and she met Clarence. She met Clarence before they were even divorced. And this happens with a lot of twins. Most twins actually are married when they meet each other. Isn't that sucky how the universe works sometimes? But they are in the most toxic relationships, it feels like. Either they're married or they're not, but they're in a very vulnerable state. And that's when your twin catches you. That's how you know for a fact. And put these pieces together, please, and note these things. But they find you there, and then you guys have this whirlwind romance. And it's like this person knows everything about you. They get you. They love on you. If they have kids, the kids all of a sudden call you mama and daddy and stuff really fast. Like, you know. And it's like, oh my God, whoa, the perfect love. And then the cycles happen. The beautiful cycles. And they only happen with twins who, they only can stay consistent with twins who are not willing to do their work. And depending on how resistant or willing your twin is, the quicker you guys can come back. So some twins will be together in this lifetime. And some twins don't, because one twin chooses to not do the freaking work. And what happens? You end up with the pain. And this actually does prompt for some, like myself, as a result of that twin not choosing to vibrate high. They make you go through a lot, and it can spark your dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul, to put it simply in short here, is when you go through what actually can be a severe depression. There are people who lose their homes. There are people who have even lost their life. There are people who have lost everything. because of the hurt and pain of this. Because what happens is your brain, your rational mind tries to understand the irrationality that this man or woman has brought you, because you don't understand why we can't be together if we're perfect for each other. Why? Because you scare the bejesus out of me, is what the lower vibrational twin is saying here. So what happens is you chase them and chase them and chase them until you get to a place of ding, 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 acceptance, if you do. And for those of you guys who have been chasing for years, I really hope you get to a place of self-love, because your twin's purpose is to come into your life, especially twins who, empathetic twins who have narcissistic twins. Your lesson is to learn boundaries, is to learn how to honor yourself. And no matter how much you love somebody, if they're not bringing you down the moon and the stars, they're not worth your salt. I don't care how much I love you. You're not about to disrespect me. You're not about to make me feel smaller because you feel small about yourself. That's the space you have to get to. No matter how much you love them and how much you fell in love with the person they were, their mass fell and their lower vibrational energies and entities have shown their face. And they can have attachments. We need to get rid of those things before we can be together, because whoever you are affects me, right? And if you are bringing low vibrational energy into my life, that means you bring all the darkness with you. Twins that are on low vibrational energy, you'll find that they drink, they smoke, they're into all kinds of substances. Why? Because they're trying to mask their pain. All right. That was a quick little synopsis of the journey. And hopefully hopefully that helps someone today, in the years to come, for how many times this is viewed, because this is going to be a timeless reading. Now, woman, divine feminine. You know what you're doing? For the ones who are in the phase of acceptance, you are saying, you know what? You're like, you know what? I'ma do me. And this is speaking to the time that we're in. You know, we can't get our hair done and stuff like that. So a lot of us are wearing our hats and things, divine feminine. But you are prepping yourself here, you primping here, and you enjoying yourself, and nights and days set with you doing that and walking forward, one foot in front of the other here. This divine masculine, look, this is his life currently. You're the Knight of Cups and he's the Hermit. I'm still very much in this city trying to move this stuff up out my life. And for some of you, Spirit is saying this is for you too. And lessons to learn, because if you can accept that he's moved on, that means you still have some work to do. Because if you genuinely, that's what the relationship is about with twin flames. Unconditional love, learning what an agape unconditional love looks like. That means no matter what you do, I'ma still love you. If that means I can't be with you and have your love, and you want to give it to somebody else because you're not ready, because that person is lower vibrational like you and giving you all that you need, fine, so be it. I love you, baby. And I wish you the best, boo. But I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm going to clear this up. And you know what? He needs to start his work, period. I'd rather have a little city with a whole city with a couple little pieces here that I got to remove than the whole thing. Get past this. Let spirit guide you here, divine feminine and divine masculine. You might even have some cross watchers in here. I mean, what I mean by that is, for divine masculine, that you know that you're a runner. Hey, get your work done. Get it done. Divine masculines' hearts, they're broken. And you know what they've done? They've purposely taken out pieces so that this heart doesn't operate right anymore. Their world is dark without you. This is how that sky looked, you guys. That I was seeing my vision. This is how that sky looked. 3 of Swords. Broken heart. Endings. Destruction. Pain. Severe pain. Imagine having... This is what those darts can feel like. That pain can feel like. Sword straight through the heart. And this is how your twin still feels. This right here. And he doesn't want to fix it. He doesn't want to get the dial turning again, because he's afraid. And doesn't that sound so ignorant? It's the truth. It sounds ignorant. You would be unsure if he did offer you his love. So he's put you through so much here at the 10 of Cups. Look at her face. How can you hold the hand of somebody who has hurt you so much? And that speaks to your level of healing. If you are unsure and uncertain, there's some clouds and some darkness that still needs to be cleared here. Okay. So with this third party, don't be woman of vision. First of all, why are you mad? I get it. You know, you want your man, you want your woman. Put down your cards for a second. Pick up the mallet. Let's pop her in the head. And I'm just playing. Or am I? No, forget her, the third party, because she's over here fixing her crown and she's gullible and she's low vibrational. She's fixing her crown in that she's like, I'm just going about my day and everything is perfect and everything is bubblegums and rainbows, not knowing that this man is off somewhere cheating and he ain't thinking about her. Okay? Don't think that because he moved on with her that he ain't doing the same thing he did to her, same thing he did to you, but actually worse. Believe me, she's just more gullible. And she almost, this spirit is giving me like she has a control stick in the back of her. Look, I got a battery in her, the divine masculine, so I got a battery in her back. I control her and she don't even know it, okay? She's foolish and I love it. And I'm spirit, this is giving me almost like her little bow tie is like a wheel. It's like, it reminds me of a Stepford wife. I can dial her up whenever I'm ready. Ping, 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 ping. Please bring me my cigar. Please bring me my drink. That's funny. Let me tell you, Divine Feminine, why I stopped trying, because I don't want to do the work. This is in reverse. If it was here, he's willing to do the work. But here, look at that uncertainty in his face. He's like, he got tired of working so hard and not feeling good enough. Not feeling like he would ever measure up to your standards. So you know what? He just gave up. I don't think I'll ever be good enough. And this is the cold part about that. I never asked you, is what the Divine Feminine is saying. I never asked you to change nothing, sir. You felt smaller than me because you felt smaller than me. I wish they'd get that. Yeah, I'm smacking the card. And they won't learn their lessons. They won't learn their lessons. Sheesh. And some of you guys aren't learning your lessons here either, because both of y'all on that card. Yeah, I said it. Realize how powerful you are to navigate. When you have dark times in your life, you don't need nobody to do nothing for you. You got this. You're armored up. And make sure you have, especially for your empaths, here's a little tip. Make sure you're protecting yourself even towards him, because if he's in a low vibrational state and he's sending you messages in your mind, a twin that will send you high vibrational messages, he usually comes to you or she comes to you in their dreams. You'll get messages from their higher self. And how you know it's their higher self is they'll be telling you all the things that you ever wanted to hear from them, because that's where they're in their heart. They really want to say it, but they don't say it, right? Even the ones who are silent. So protect yourself by, if you ever get to the point where you get overwhelming thoughts about them, put something on your head to protect messages from coming into it. All right, now Spirit is telling me go ahead and move on to the Lovers Oracle, because we're about 33 minutes in. If you guys want a part 2, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, we're gonna move on. I'm so like animated tonight. I love it. There's no noise or anything like that. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get another one? All right, I'll give you more than another one. I will give you more. All right, now it's telling me to cut the deck because I'm having a problem here. Aren't these cards beautiful, you guys? Ooh, she naked. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. Whether you guys are together or not, this union is still sacred. This union is a forever kind of love. This union is eternal. Don't get it twisted. If you don't come together in this life, believe me, everything that you guys experienced together was for this life. And whether he decides to get it together or not, understand this. Honor and treasure your relationship in spite of everything, because it's taught you lessons. It should have taught you boundaries by now. Learn the lessons for this lifetime. Learn the lessons for this moment, because things can still turn around for some of you. Yeah, divorces happen all day long now because people don't honor, especially ones that are like not real, they're just karmics. So it's laughable. Trust me, I've heard some stories now. It can happen. They can end. They can learn the lessons really fast and run right back to you. So you never know. Acceptance. And listen, y'all. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. Come on. You can't get no more confirmation than that. Now, I just told y'all about that. Acceptance. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. I feel it in my bones. Somebody got some chills. I got some chills. And I only get what y'all get. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And I'm going to say this, beyond your control. There is no point in trying to control which you cannot control. Wow. Yeah, look at that for a minute. Just look at it. I'm going to say that one more time. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And so thus, if he has moved on with somebody else temporarily, if you are in the chasing phase, in the cycles phase, some people stay in these phases for 16, 20 years. I ain't got time for that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see things as they were. I'm going to accept them, because there's no point in trying to control what I can't control. I can't make a man do his work. You can't make a woman do her work for my divine masculines that are chasers. You can't make them do their work. That ain't up to you. That ain't your testimony. Okay? No, that ain't nobody's testimony. You just sit up here and keep, I don't see no reasoning for you to keep getting hurt. There's nothing that you gain out of that. What do you gain out of there? More pain, more heartbrokenness, more lost time. There's nothing in there. This came up anyway. I was looking at this card. Spirit, thank you, Spirit. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Now, for those of you guys who are in the chasing phase, Spirit is given to me. You need to, in order to get to acceptance, or in order to have a newness come in, stop focusing on the past and what he did here, the mistakes that he made. That's another thing. If he's coming back to you and you're on guard and you're on the defense, you're going to never have no forward movement, because you're too busy focusing on the past. And life is too precious to wait. Life is too precious to be standing still. If you want to manifest him and manifest your desires for him to do his work, I would encourage you to meditate every day and speak life, because sometimes you can talk yourself out of the relationship too by reacting to his ignorance. Sometimes we can want somebody so bad, and we end up doing things in return, in reaction to their ignorance, and we make things worse, and we make them scared, and we make them run away too. So make sure that you are not reactive. Make sure that you are operating in high vibration, and that you're meditating and you're visualizing you both at your highest possible state. Manifest this man. And even those in separation or in acceptance, you can still have hope and have faith. And do the same thing. Meditate and manifest. You never know what spirit might do because of your obedience to doing this very thing. Not wasting your time. Not wasting your life waiting. You're creating your reality. You're sending him light and love despite of, because that's called what? Unconditional love. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Believe you me, I know this to be true. Trust me when I say, through all the heartache, through the dark night of the soul, believe me, there's a purpose. Through this turmoil, through this strife, through this grief, I can say one thing. I can guarantee you, and I promise you, it was not for your breaking. You may have been temporarily broken, but it wasn't meant to keep you broken. It was meant to break you down, to build you up and make you even stronger. And that happens with many phases of our life. So we can't say, oh, that's bad or this is good. No, this was a part of your life. And if you understand that, your blessings can come in. Didn't I just say this to you guys? For some of you, you need to call in your twin. Now, this is not your soulmate. Those are two different things. I'll put the difference between all three below for you guys in the description box. Your prayers, your affirmations, and visualizations will help bring you guys together. For some of you guys, you literally can manifest this man or woman back into your life. You need to manifest them. You need to depend on your guides. You need to have faith here. You need to. You need to trust. This situation is calling you to have faith. Ooh, ooh. This is for you guys, for your twin. You can manifest him right back or her right back to you if you're willing to do the work. And I know it sucks because you're like, I'm always doing the freaking work here in this relationship. Can he do something? This situation is calling for you to have faith. It's calling for you to bring him in. Why? Because you're the higher vibrational being in this relationship right now. You are. And if it were the latter, wouldn't you want him to do the same work for you? So you're doing it for yourself technically because you're one. And make sure it's in line with your limitations of honoring yourself. Do what you can when you're willing. forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This is confirmation of what I said. Forgiving, you're supposed to forgive him or her and learn your lessons here and let spirit and the divine guide you. Let it go. Let the situations go. Let the past go. Let everything they did in their low vibrational state, let it go. Because that's the purpose. Unconditional love. Unconditional forgiveness. Let it go. This is what your ascended masters are saying. Let it go. Please, for your sake, not mine, because not holding on to pain and holding on to unforgiveness, all that it is it's like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. It's not gonna happen. You're only hurting yourself. Let it go. Yes, you can do this. With Ascended Master Ganesh is saying here, you can do this. I promise you, woman and man of vision, you can do this. You can let go. Listen to what your spirit guides tell you. Listen to the lessons that are trying to be learned. And you know, spirit can have a very small voice at times. So make sure you're listening. As a result of this relationship, let's ask what some of you guys' purpose was. That's why I pulled those cards. And this is what spirit gave. Some of you guys are working with flowers. Opens up your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. You know, this is for my florists and people that are into things like that, into nature. This is your purpose. This is what breathes life back into you, into your divine being, your divine self, doing things you love. So flowers are symbolic of anything that you love here. Put that work towards that. Start focusing on yourself. Get to know you. Get to love on you. Become your best friend. Because you need to be in union with yourself before you can be in union with anybody else. You can have what looks like your whole life together and be in turmoil on the inside because you're not nourishing yourself. Make sure you're doing that here. Animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are a part of your life's work. Some of you guys commune with nature. You like animals. Now me, I'm not Dr. Dolittle. I'm the mess with no animals, but more power to you. Leadership. Take charge of this situation. Put on the whole armor here. Put your crown back on your head. Woman. Man. Put your crown back on. You deserve better than what's been being given to you. You've been given breadcrumbs for your jewels, for your diamonds. Some of you guys are artistic. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. This is confirmation what I said with the first card. So I already actually covered it. I jumped ahead. Some of you guys need to focus on this. This is what you love. For those of you guys who like music, you like singing, you like the arts, you like acting, you like anything that has to do with that, painting, whatever the case may be, anything that's artistic. Engage in those activities. Anything that's bringing you love and light, bringing you happiness is a higher vibration and it makes you better. Light and love. Some of you all, your purpose is to bring divine healing and light and love to this world. As a result of this journey, some of you guys will become readers. You will become mediums. So accept this and send love and light to him or her. Walk in your purpose, your divine purpose. Because your gift will always be to serve others. It will never be for you. Never be for you. It will always be for others. All right? All right, you guys. So that was your reading. Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Please, let's start the conversation in the comments below. Tell about your current status and where you're at in your union. Let me know if you enjoyed this reading. And I will see you all in the next video. Blessings.